Hey folks, this is Tim from Groomy. Welcome to the free trial of Groomy. And today I want to just kind of show you some things that will make your trial a little bit more productive so that you know what's going on and how to use a few of the important parts of Groomy. So after today, when you come back to groomyapp.com and you want to log into your account, you're just going to click this little people icon up here and click log in. After you click log in, you're going to log in. I'm going to log in with one of my test users here. Log into the system. When I log in, I'm going to be taken to the dashboard page. Okay, so the dashboard page is what you see here. A couple things to point out is we have some main buttons up top. So groomer dashboard, client dashboard, and add a new appointment. You can also search for a client or a pet right off the get-go here as well. And then we have the calendar area. It defaults by showing today's date and the appointments that you have set up for today. Okay, so you can also get to some of these menu options from this little paw icon, which is on every page. If you click on that, dashboard will obviously take you back here. Then you have your groomers, clients, and then we also have reports, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So here on the dashboard page, a lot of times people will do a couple different things. They'll search for a client. So say I'm looking for a Frex here. I can look by the pet name or I can look by the client's name. So say I'm just looking for Frex. It'll pull up the client and pet record here. Sarah Tester is my client name. Here's some of her basic information, and here's her. Here's the dog itself. I can click to the client page or the pet page. We'll come back to that in a little bit. The other thing people do quite often is look at their calendar. So you want to see what's happening for that day. You'll see your appointments that are there. You'll see that each pet that comes in, over here it's showing when they checked out last, or when, if they're checked in, when they checked in. You can check them out or check them in when they show up or when they leave. You can also click on an appointment and get to the details of that appointment. I'll come back and look at this in a little bit in terms of the appointment page. Next thing I want to show you though is the groomer dashboard. So in Groomy you can have all the groomers that work for your company log in, each with their own login and password. From the groomer dashboard, you can go and add a new groomer if you bring someone new onto the team. You can edit your existing groomers, which is just basic contact information, remove them if they're no longer working with you. And then we have the settings page. Now, some of the important things to note about the settings is that groomers have what are called a typical schedule, which is what's their normal week schedule and weekends. When are they normally working? They can also go in and change specific days and holidays and stuff like that. You'll see that during the setup process and how you can go and modify that. You can update any of this information by clicking the modify settings button up here. Now you also see that for each pet type we have a default amount of time and price that you charge for whatever services you want to offer. So here you'll see, for dogs and cats, I basically have the default. You can also set up breed specific defaults for times and costs if you want to. That'll make sure that the appropriate amount of time is allocated for the appointment when you're booking appointments. You can do that for specific breeds. You can also do it for specific pets, which I'll show you in a little bit. Next thing I want to show you is the client page, client dashboard. In here you can search just like you could on the dashboard page for a client. You can add a new client. It'll show you your recent clients that you're working with. This is my test account, so I only have one client in here with 3 different pets. If you click on the client's name, it'll take you to that client's page. In here you can edit or view information about their contacts, when their appointments are. You'll see that I'm kind of doing a lot of testing in here, so there's a bunch of repeat things, and any pets that they have over here. On the pet page you can get into, for that specific pet, get their details. You can set their specific times and prices for that pet if you want to, that pet specific appointments upcoming. You can take notes on the pet, upload photos about the pet, all from that one pet page. Okay. Can also book an appointment either from here, the home page, or the client page. If I come in from the pet, it'll automatically obviously have that pet selected. I just pick the services that they're going to be doing, and then it'll come in and it'll show me my available time. So anything in green is an available time slot. Anything in red is already booked. If I choose a time where I don't have enough time to complete it, it'll tell me, hey, it looks like you don't have enough time to do that service. You can either book it anyways, or you can pick a different time, maybe a different time or a different day where you have more availability to do the services that they need. Confirm and book that appointment. And it will eventually take us back here. We can get back to our dashboard, and that appointment will show up on the appropriate day. We can swap over to the month view to see the number of appointments we have each day and what our general open and close times are for each day. That can be different per groomer. So basically, when you're showing all groomers, it's showing the widest range of available open and close times. But you can break it down to any individual groomer and see their specific times that they're going to be available. And the last thing I'll just kind of show you real quickly, there's not a lot of data here in my test account, but if I jump into the reports, what we have is just a couple of simple reports that will give you a little bit of information about your business and how things are going. We'll kind of give you a rundown of like your top level statistics and some details that maybe you're not able to capture now, especially if you're using a paper system. Just high level, it'll show you number of clients you have, pets, how many completed appointments or scheduled appointments you have, how much revenue you have booked for the current month as well as the future month, how that revenue breaks down by pet type, and appointments break down by pet type as well as by service. So you can kind of get a view of that. And we also have what we call a commission report, which breaks down by groomer, how many appointments they have scheduled, what the average dollar amount is of their appointment, how much time they spend on average for those appointments, and their total revenue for the specific time frame that you have allocated up here. So this gives you a little rundown of how Groomy works and the different sections of Groomy. We're always happy to answer your questions. You can email us at info@groomyapp.com or visit our website, and hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.